everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Before we get started, I want to talk today about Broom. Broom is your go-to fiber supplement on your way to better gut health. It reduces bloating and effortless weight management, all in a handy-dandy scoop. Now, it's made with psyllium husk, a natural fiber that helps with reducing bloating, supporting regular bowel movements, aiding in weight management, and in promoting a healthy gut microbiome. Over 83.8% of users reported feeling lighter in their bowels after only 4 weeks of use. Who doesn't want to feel lighter in their bowels, you know? And 2 out of 3 people who use Broom reported weight loss after 4+ weeks. It's really great. As you know, I'm on a health journey, I'm on a weight loss journey, and Broom is going to help me get there. And here are the benefits. Psyllium fiber supplementation has been shown to lower BMI and promote greater weight loss compared to diet alone. It reduces hunger and increases fullness after meals. It supports bowel regularity and relieves occasional constipation, and it helps maintain a healthy cholesterol level and cardiovascular health. Studies show that higher fiber intake can result in 3 times greater weight loss for overweight, obese individuals. And here's how it works. You take the old thing, you take the lid off, you take the scoop, you put it in some water, and you drink it once or twice a day. And don't forget to drink plenty of water throughout the day to enhance the effects of Broom. Experience results in just a few weeks. It improves your digestion, reduces bloating, and it gives you better gut health, which is really, really important to not just weight loss, but to every aspect of feeling great. I do feel, like I know it says feel lighter in the bowel and we joke about it, but you feel better. You're having regular bowel movements. It's something that, especially if you snack a lot or you're on the go a lot, this stuff really helps you keep regular. It increases your energy, and it's really easy to incorporate in your daily routine. Just grab one in the morning when you're taking your vitamins or your medicine or your breakfast. It's really tasty too. You just throw some ice in there, put it in your shake, whatever. Just 1 scoop a day for better digestion and gut health. And don't forget, it's trusted by thousands of people who use this every single day. And because Broom is sponsored today's video, you get a sweet deal. Click the link in my description below or the top comment and use code DADCHALLENGEPODCAST to get up to 65% off Broom. That's an amazing deal. Or you can scan this nifty QR code here as well. And I know a lot of you guys already use this. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Broom yourself. And don't forget to click the description and link below or use the QR code or the top comment. Use code DADCHALLENGEPODCAST to get 65% off. It is such a great deal. And thank you, Broom, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. We're talking about Dougherty dozen again, I know, but it's a big deal. Somebody had sent me a video of Alex at a party last night, well, night before last, if you're watching this on Tuesday, where he crashed his truck into a ditch. People were throwing beer at him. The cops arrived. It is crazy. This is the life that Alicia has chosen for her children. They can't just live out their normal childhood without being scrutinized by the internet. And so that's the danger of putting your kids on the internet. So we got to talk about it. So yeah, I mean, right off the top, before we get to the Alex thing, people there's a bunch going on in the Reddit. Okay, there's a bunch going on. So first, using her children to promote this drink is shitty, but it's even worse if she gives it to them to take to school. I've looked what this drink is, and it's for when you do a lot of physical activity, and this woman is not only using her kids to promote it, but she's also giving them this. So Alicia, I guess she has a sponsorship with Prime, which really, I did not expect that, and shouldn't. The shame on Prime, but I mean, Prime's garbage. So, but these kids absolutely love Prime, and she's been buying it for them for the mini fridges and was looking for the sponsorship, and likely that's why she did it. So she's chachi all the way around for that kind of stuff. But the Prime membership or the Prime sponsorship is gross. I can't believe she keeps getting sponsorships. She's the laughing stock of TikTok right now. So is Alex. The whole family is. I think Alicia might be. I think she's smart. I think she knows what she's doing when she does certain things, and when she creates certain rage bait. I know she does that on purpose. Like, I know that she's there, but I don't think she realizes she's actually the butt of the joke now at all times. Like, every little bit, like, she has her stands, obviously, a few of them, but for the most part, they are TikTok famous for being cringy. and a black Santa napkin. That's become like a teenager thing. Like, some people don't even know where it came from, but she's become the butt of the joke. Alex also has become the butt of the joke, and they call him Big Red, and it's about the Snackerties, and it's about this, that, and like he's never going to be able to escape this. This is what Alicia has created for Alex and has taught him how to do this, and he has grasped onto creating rage bait and being a hated creator. There are a lot of creators out there that like being hated. They create their whole platform based on being hated, and they make money based on being hated. I could never. Look, I know I got a lot of haters, but I'm not like a creator that creates things that people come to me because they hate me. Right? We're all kind of here together. We're kind of hanging out. We're talking about the same thing. We're on the same page, right? It's different than having haters. When you are only creating hate content so that rage people will watch it, or so people will rage watch it. That's a little bit different. Also, really, Alicia, there's two types of comments you're okay with as a family. Apparently, it says, is that how you did it with Josh? And apparently, people have said I have to watch this pickle video, which I guess I'll watch. I have not seen it yet. Why did she like this? What a big, beautiful black family, and she liked it. There's a lot of people really calling them out for the redheaded black comments. Like, you've got black children, and you should take that really seriously, I think. And she has not been, and she's just been she only uses her black twins for advertising and for using it for the racial thing and using it for racial content of like making fun of them, the Oreo triplets, and like your dad's getting into prison, and like now we're black because we're redheads, and they'll use them in the content. That's what they're there for. That's actually crazy if you think about it. That's disgusting. Also, I guess she's publicly supporting James Charles. She says happy birthday to James Charles. Are you out of your mind? Someone says, Dr. Justin, what are you doing here? I don't know if it's just me, but I think it's kind of weird for Alicia to be publicly supporting James Charles, considering that 1, he's a pedo, and 2, he allegedly is having relations with a man he knows was abusing his friend. Like, what's the point? They have 2 very different audiences, and you have children. I'm gonna be honest, I've never hated the Dr. Justin. I disagree with the exploitation of children, but I do not think Alicia is a good mother in person with good intentions. I also haven't looked super far into her, to be honest, and has a real love for all of her. She shouldn't have love for her children, and yeah, she shouldn't be publicly wishing James Charles a happy birthday. This guy should be in prison. Shouldn't be eating cake. Okay? He should literally be with a millstone tied around his neck. He is a chomo. And she's like, happy birthday, chomo. So this just shows you that Alicia doesn't give a shit about anything except for fame and clout, and seeing that she can get responses from famous people. Right? That's what she's doing here. That's ridiculous that she's wishing James Charles a happy birthday. The audacity of this redheaded turd. And this, another one that's getting dangerous for Dougherty Dozen, is this video here. I think I've shown it.
Black Santa napkin.
We have shown this video before, but it's making the rounds again. Just because, again, how dangerous is, and Alicia doesn't care. She really just does not care that she has made her kids famous and put them in danger. People are trolling them by driving by their house, honking the horn, and playing Black Santa Napkin. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing in New York, and she created this. She created all of this, and she's one of the most hated creators I've ever, next to Micah Stauffer, honestly, one of the most hated I've ever covered on this channel. I don't think she cares about the safety of her family so long as she gets to make her content, and Josh is so checked out, he doesn't even see the danger. They are such toxic assets. 100% agree. How could you be so checked out and non-existent with 11 kids? Because you make your money online, social media, and Josh works 24 hours a day. So those kids aren't getting parented. They're playing video games, and they're gonna go, like, those kids, everybody's like, oh, you feed your kids, and they have food, and they have a place to sleep, and blah, 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 and they have vehicles, and you buy them things. Those kids have the shittiest life, I'm telling you right now. Okay, they get bullied at school, because a lot of them absolutely have been needed to get into therapies and all these kinds of things that Alicia will never do. And those kids are absolutely bullied at school. How many times do you think they've heard things like Snackerty board at school, Big Red, and like all these kinds of things like that? You know that they are, like, Deshaun is there, and people are like, there's a post on here about Deshaun getting, taking advantage of the situation. Everybody's like, I hope he does. I hope he gets everything. I hope he gets cars. I hope he gets the jewelry and the money and everything else. And he's just there because it's a place for him to get money. And everybody's like, I hope he gets it. And me too. I hope he does. And I hope he's using her. And probably is. And good. Deserves it, because he's been taken advantage of since he's been there. She's bragged before about strangers showing up at her house. It makes her feel famous. So this is a person from that area. Literally everyone, whether they are actual Pittsford residents or the Mendon side of Pittsford, know where she lives. I make this distinction because she has shown it clear how insecure she is being. Pittsford, Mendon, and not just Pittsford. She cannot compete with the big, actually wealthy families out here, such as the Wegmans or the Daniel family. The family that not only owns their own island, but won against Danny Wegman and opened the first Whole Foods in Pittsford. That's Pittsford drama. Don't even get me started on all the families in Pittsford who have money with the billionaires and the Golisanos and his posse. Alicia is a complete product of Pittsford environment. She is not even part of the actual Pittsford. The center of her town is called Bushnell's Basin, not town of Pittsford. She's a laughing stock. People from Brighton, Fairport, Penfield, even from Greece and Williamson are laughing at Alicia. We find her to be an actual shit stain on the community. Wow. Our suburbs do have a lot of families dedicated to adoption. I personally know 2 families of which adopted over 12 children, and never once did they act like Alicia. They literally moved to another state to be able to have an even bigger mansion for the adopted children. Alicia could have done that. She made millions. They had the money and resources and used them wisely. Alicia has shown that she will exploit them for benefit checks. None of Alicia's behavior is normal or remotely okay in our area. She has ostracized herself even from the resources like Pittsford Youth Services because of how exhausted social workers are with her and her family. That's pretty crazy. She can't even use resources from social workers because her family has exhausted it, because she always passes her kids off. There's no laws protecting the kids, so all CPS reports lead to nothing. She is vile, and I can promise we all know her house because she for years had the biggest Blue Lives Matter flag blowing in the wind. At least the dumpster is gone. What is it to the right of the truck? She has to have a way to dispose of the crap she buys her. She could probably have a dumpster and would fill it every week. She puts out 6 of those big giant canisters of garbage every single week or bi-weekly, whatever it is you get your garbage up. Like, I know that she has a large family, but she does like, it should be like 2 or 3 times the amount of garbage as normal family, but hers like 6 to 8 times the amount of garbage because she just buys garbage. I'm sure she's flattered, if anything. If they have 2 cars, are they always parked outside because the double garage is filled with their food storage? I would be afraid someone stole my car. For what it's worth, it seems like a very pretty area where she lives. I've always wanted to go up north side. I live in sweaty, stinky Texas. How stupid these people are, Alicia. You're a special kind of stupid dumbass. This is a point a lot of people come like, is Lush confused or straight lying? She makes a point of buying almond milk because apparently they're lactose intolerant, but continues to buy multiple kilos of cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. Does she have no idea about anything or an absolute lie? She's lying. She did a get ready for church video, which makes my blood boil. Not sure why those for me are engaging it. It's so performative and ridiculous and so fake and unrelatable for real. For every single Sunday they have new matching outfits, get their hair done, and make it to church. No, they don't. She doesn't.
Hi, my name is Blair. I'm 22 years old, and I breed mealworms for a living.
I got 'em. Let's try 'em. This is the Nito Nice Cube Swirl, and this is the Nito Sploot Splat. Let's start with the swirl cube. This one looks so cool. Look at the colors.
F off. That's my face now. Please don't come at me, but 2 liters of Dr. Pepper on beef, is that even nice? All the sugar? I think the sugar burns off. I don't know. No, nothing that Alicia makes is good. Alicia's next outfit. Nothing Alicia makes is good because she doesn't cook to the recipe and she's like missing things. She's like, oh, I'm out of salt. Maybe I'll use brown sugar instead. That's what she does. Weird stuff. She cooks terribly. Anyway, all that to say, let's get to this thing with Alex. So here's the video that someone sent me. They were at the party. This is from like my source. Was at the party. So they're at a party somewhere in New York, and the whole crew is there. Watch this.
Big Red! Alex Dougherty! Holy Big Red! No, man! No! Big
Listen, like, there's 60, 70 people just around there filming it, their cameras out, laughing at him, throwing things at him, getting mad. Like, Alex grew up in a world where he was taken advantage of. He was a victim for most of his life, but he has the opportunity now to walk away from this. Okay, he has the opportunity to be like, I'm leaving that shit behind. He's putting himself actually in danger because the internet hates them. Okay, and some kid's gonna act a fool, do something to Alex for the clout that it's gonna bring him, because that does happen on the internet a lot. And I know Alex, a big boy, could probably stand up for himself, but you never know, okay? Somebody might do something stupid or try to do, like, he is a target online and in person. And Alicia did that to her child, and that's the whole point of this damn video. I know I was just doing the other stuff to update, but that's it. When you put your kid in this type of situation, this could be their reality, okay? Especially if you do cringe content and you turn your kids into cringe content, and then your kids only learn from that, and then they do cringe content. This is where we are at the end. This is why you don't put your kids on the internet. This is why you don't let your kids make stupid decisions. Well, kids are going to make stupid decisions, but don't let them put it on the internet. Okay, I know we all did stupid shit when we were teenagers. Of course we did. I mean, I never crashed a nice truck into a ditch or anything, but we all did stupid stuff. Thank God cameras didn't exist when we were young, right? But they exist now. And like everything's being documented in real time, and this was given to me like minutes after this happened. He will not have a life of privacy. He will not be able to do it. You know how hard it's going to be for him to find a legitimate job, to have a legitimate career, find a legitimate girlfriend and wife? He'll never be able to do it if he continues down this path. Now, people were saying he's at a party. Was he drinking? We know that Alex drinks because Alicia was like, you went to Canada to drink. And she's like, you didn't even bring me. And she was all jealous of it because she's a flaming alcoholic, right? Allegedly. We know he drinks. Was he drinking here? I don't know. But it's telling that Alicia's brother-in-law, I think Josh's brother, is a very, very high up police officer in this region. So maybe Alex was on the phone with him. You'll see in a second. Maybe that's who he was calling, but I think he was calling his mom. Like, listen to the crowd. Like, holy shit. So you crashed your truck that your mommy bought you in a big ditch. Like this, like that looked like it almost flipped over. So oh my gosh.
Big Red goes off-roading!
And so you can see here, people were throwing beer at him and stuff like that and throwing stuff at him. And he's getting like, I would be absolutely terrified if this many people were coming at me, like cameras, phones, or he's enjoying it. It's really weird to me. I would never put myself in this position. Even when I was a teenager, I would never do this. But that's really weird to me. Get too dark in the New York scene behind me. Let's lighten up a bit. Yeah, I like it. It's like that better. Either he's drunk, which I don't know. I mean, he drove into a damn ditch. It is at night, so the person swears, though, that sent it to me that they didn't see him drinking. So he might have been, he might not have been.
Big Red goes off-roading!
But, like, look at him. He looks like he's a little bit scared there to me. I'm not going to lie. This kid's terrified right now. And I'm not doing this video to like make fun of him or anything like that. He's making choices that a lot of kids make. He's clearly not a good driver. Like, that's for sure. We know he crashed into mailboxes. His Jeep is sitting, apparently his Jeep is sitting somewhere with a bunch of, like, where's the post? I'll get it for you. I don't know if this was true or they were just saying it in passing. They were laughing at him just when you thought he couldn't get any stupider. That made me mad. And OP is one of the people, he was there, recorded and posted on Reddit. OP is an asshole. Sad to see everyone is laughing at him and no one is helping. The bewildered look in his face when he gets into the car. Maybe this is a reality check for him. It's not going to be a reality check for him. And he's just going to bring him more clout and he's going to laugh at it. Yeah, they had to tow it because there was no way someone could pull it out with their own car because his front wheel was totally messed up and it was really in that ditch. This is it. Oh my God, this is absolute madness. And everyone is just recording and laughing. What is happening? This is what happens when you hang out with people that aren't actually your friends. They hang with him to laugh at him. And because they know it will get them views on TikTok. Kind of feel sorry for the kid. I wonder if he even realizes that he is the butt of the joke. I hope he wasn't drinking and driving, but who knows with this kid. His parents didn't set a great example for him. You can see he looks panicked when he first gets out of the car. Everyone is bum rushing him with cameras and laughing at him. Headed to say, I know all these friends are so excited to have this video, hoping it will go viral. This is actually really effing sad, dude. He looks so embarrassed and scared and everyone's just laughing at him. To me, 19-year-old, still kind of a kid. Breaks my heart because he's a victim of circumstance. This is it. I mean, yeah. But, yes. But Alex doesn't have to do any of this. He doesn't have to be on the internet. He could erase his whole profile right now if he wanted to. He could ask Alicia to eliminate all the content with him in it, like she would. But he could ask her to. He could have a normal semblance. He could have a normal life. He could walk away right now. But Alex is not walking away right now. This is all he knows. He was groomed into this. He must have been under the influence because this doesn't seem like sober activity. He might have, but the whole time I was there, I didn't see him drink. Also, when he was leaving, he was in a rush, so he might not even have seen it because he was trying to get out of there fast. You were there. Was he speeding? He was going way too fast to leave. He should have been driving slower, and yes, I was there and saw it when it happened. It was a rush to leave. He broke the law. That's made it way hard. That's made its way on the internet. Let's see if Josh's brother fixes it to make it go away or gets charged with speeding. I'd say he was going 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that's way too fast with a lot of people around. Yes, I agree with that. Not being really familiar with the area. Also, someone literally before him got stuck in that ditch as well. And yeah, he was at a party. Why would you rush to Reddit to post this? It's not a nice thing to do. Think about it from his perspective and leave the compassion. Again, this is really not about the compassion. This is Alex's reality now. Sorry, You can't be like, I understand that you're mad that this stuff gets posted. We can all be mad about it, but this is the reality of Alex, and this is what the reality of putting your children online do. Okay, and I'll keep saying that. It's really important. Would the car even be safe to drive without the condition of the wheels look? Definitely not. Also, later on, one of his windows broke, and all you heard was the glass break when he slammed his door. So he slammed his door so hard his window broke. Damn. Why was he in such a rush to leave? Did something happen? I don't believe OP. Someone doing damage control, perhaps leaving a party, you don't end up in a ditch going 15 to 25 miles an hour. He didn't have a single person there trying to help him, not one friend. It's really sad. I don't think much of the guy, but these people aren't your friends. They have you around to make fun of you. Yeah. I don't think he's capable of living independently. I mean, he's being a teenager. This is what teenagers, like, let's be real, everybody. I did some stupid stuff as like a very young teenager. I was hanging around the wrong people. Nothing like this, but like, this is what teenagers do. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. They kind of just make mistakes. They make these life choices and they move on with their life. That's a normal child. That's like a normal teenager. But not when you're made famous on the internet and everybody's filming. Like, there's literally 70 people that are going, ooh! Like, that's gotta be crazy on your trauma for him. And a high insurance premium included in lunchboxes this week. And a high insurance premium napkin. What happened to the Jeep he was given? He traded it to get the truck a couple of months ago. Same fate, someone says. Seriously, he messed up that car. Either that or he has multiple cars. The Jeep has accident reports on it sitting in a lot somewhere. That was the comment I was looking for. So he doesn't have the Jeep anymore. He might have crashed it. We know that he crashed into mailboxes. We know he's a bad driver. He shouldn't be out there driving. And if he's drinking and driving, he's going to get in trouble. But again, if he's got an uncle who's very, very, very high up in the police department, he might get away with it.
He's got butterfly doors. You can't park there, bro.
Sorry, but that's funny.
You can't park there, bro.
I don't know what he's going to try to do. You can't get out of that. Your wheel's like 2 feet off the ground. You're not getting out of that. And if you try, you could tip it more and hurt yourself. So again, the stress of the situation, I don't blame him for trying to figure it out, but like, it's almost like either he's really stressed or he just doesn't give a shit. He's like, whatever, it is what it is. That's what I'm seeing. He smashed into that hard. I hope he's wearing a seatbelt.
Holy shit. This is crazy. Where's Marissa at? That shit is in the air.
Whoa. Damn. Like, he's got stuff all over him. The person that sent this to me said people were throwing beer at him and everything. It was just like, it's so embarrassing. I don't know who this person is, but it seems like maybe his girlfriend. But they are drinking because that looks to me like an alcoholic beverage and that looks to me like a minor.
You're not supposed to park there. You can't park there, brother. You can't fuck.
Okay, they got it. Damn, Tyson, were you this annoying? You were.
Get a parking ticket for no. What the? No, it's not.
These kids are so stupid too. They're drinking. They're underage, drinking on a camera. Donuts. And the cops arrive. There, he's talking to a cop. So I don't know who he's on the phone with here. It's either his mom or it's his uncle.
Send that to me, Kayla. Send that shit to me.
It's crazy. You know, though, his uncle is on speed dial. You know that Alicia's got the uncle on speed dial for sure, too. That's what I'm thinking. I would, too, if I had uncle, if I had a high up. I think he's who is Alicia's, I think it's Josh's brother. He's a really high up guy. I'm sure he called him and said, here's what you do, and probably made some calls. I mean, would you use it if you had the opportunity? I don't know, but it's caught on camera now, so it's going to be pretty hard to get away with that if you were drinking and driving. Alex called, if the cop showed up and he's sitting there talking to them, it doesn't look like they were doing a sobriety test or anything, so benefit of the doubt, probably wasn't drinking, just maybe someone was trying to fight him or something, he was trying to get out of there, because remember, he almost got in a fight at one of the beach vacations that they took, remember? Like, Alex goes to these parties and shit happens. I don't know if he's instigating them, but stuff does happen. And so that's really dangerous for this kid to be a target of all these people. It's crazy. What an absolute fool. They are recording it for social media and monetizing it to make money off it. I mean, that's his reality now. Sorry, that's how it goes. Exactly. What him and his jackass mom does, karma's a bitch. I'm will wasn't hurt, though. Maybe this will knock some sense to his head. It won't. As a mom to kids who have made mistakes while driving, I feel for him. My hope is he learns that he isn't invincible and the people he's surrounding himself with suck. Kid needs a good therapist. This is what Alex needs to do. He needs to reevaluate what he's putting on the internet. He needs to get off the internet. He needs to go live his life, go to school, do what he needs to do, get a job, whatever. Get off of the internet. It's only going to make your future much, much, much worse. Okay? Because there are now girls out there who are trying to catfish him, if you know what I mean. And they're trying to do it for clout, and they're trying to do it for, like, because they know that Alicia makes millions of dollars and they can blackmail her. She's already been on camera and saying that James was almost blackmailed, and she's laughing about it, and she flexes about it. She thinks that's cool. Okay, so her kids are all in danger of this type of stuff, by the way, because her kids aren't being taught about internet safety, about life safety, about anything. They're not even parented. Josh is working 24 hours a day, and if Alicia's not making content, she's scrolling at the fire station for hours at a time. These kids are not getting parented. There's no argument for that. They are not being parented. And the 1 hour she spends with them on a video once every 7 months is literally all the time they spend with her, and she films it. So no, they're not getting parented. They're not getting loved. They're not getting the things that they need. That's 100%. I'm pretty sure he was sober too, because I did not see him drinking. Wyoming County, he's far away from Monroe. If he was drinking, I'm pretty sure he would have been arrested, but thank you for posting this. Yeah, I don't think he was drinking either, and yeah, the party was far. Wow, that's insane. Lucky no one was hurt. Hopefully this experience will humble him a little bit. It won't. My guess is he'll flex it on TikTok when mommy buys him a new truck tomorrow. He is the Alex Dougherty, though. He can do no harm. Bet money he was calling mommy. It was probably midnight, and she was already up making breakfast. She finished her video and came to rescue him. This is bad, and this is maybe why she took him out of the pictures, because maybe he's spiraling. I know that kids do stupid things, but not this many stupid things. What I'm saying, there's things that kids do and kids that shouldn't do. He'll be peddling TikToks with mom after this one, like nothing happened yet. Looks like Josh's brother can't even cover his ass this time. Too many witnesses there. It'll be a good lesson for Alex, which he needed, I guess. Good no one was injured though. However, people around him are so teenagers, and some of them are laughing. They're not a friend. Alicia must be pissed, and so is Josh. She'll end up buying him a new truck soon again. Well, this just have proven Alex isn't a good driver. Good at least, yeah. I mean, if he was going 15 to 25 miles an hour and hit that ditch that hard, like, that car is damaged. Probably gonna cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix that truck. You ever forget how mature people are at this age? Just remember while watching this video. He's definitely an LOL cow at this point. It's sad. Perhaps now he will wake up and take himself away from the spotlight. He won't. Alicia started this, but he has the power to stop it. It's true. He doesn't live with her. He doesn't have to be in her vlogs, and he doesn't have to stay on all these Snap TikTok stuff. Well, we all saw this coming, sadly. He's been on multiple accidents already. Oh boy, at least he hit the ditch and not someone. Alicia and Josh were probably too drunk to get there themselves. That's the thing, like, he's at these parties driving like that. He is lucky that it's not worse than it is. First, I'm glad Alex is okay. Second, those kids are laughing at him. They should be helping him. Last, we called it. Alex is always speeding, high on his own phone while driving. High and on his phone while driving. We don't know if he's high. I hope alcohol wasn't involved. Mommy and daddy will just keep bailing him out. Next time he could be reading about Big Red's passing or someone else being killed by him. Raised to value his screen more than his own and other safety. Lastly, Lush, if you need any more proof of how cruel people are to your son, here it is. You did this. That's true. That's it. They are not his friends. At about 118, you can hear someone say something about go call his mommy in a joking tone, right after someone says, where's Marissa, and pull him out. It's not even funny. He could have been seriously injured. So, here it is. That's the Dougherty. That's what you've done with your kids, Alicia. You've put them in this position. You've taught them that this is what they need to do, and then you have made them the public scrutiny in the spotlight of their friends groups and groups all around everywhere, because he wasn't even near his high school, apparently, during this. So, they all know him from TikTok because he's one of the most bullied creators on there because of the rage bait he creates. And doing cameos while pooping on the toilet and things like that. It's just, like, you have to teach your children sometimes that dignity is really, really, really important, and having dignity in class is important. Alicia has not taught her children that because she has no dignity or class. All they are doing is seeing how she has done it, and they're just mirroring what she's like. Not all of them, and some of them will go the opposite way. Some of them will absolutely, you'll never see them on the internet ever again, and I think for most of them you'll see that. I think almost all of them, actually, you'll see them not, except for maybe the three youngest or the two youngest. But yeah, I think after Alex, I don't think any of these kids want to be on the internet anymore. And Alicia should absolutely erase her kids from the internet at this point. When she's the most bullied creator on the platform, and Alex is one of the other most bullied creators on the platform, and you still continue to put your kids in content and Prime advertisements and stuff, like, are you, and using them for racial comedy content? Like, come on, Alicia, it's too much. And you can stop this now by just eliminating your kids from the platform altogether, taking off their old videos. You don't need it up there. You get other content. You don't have to do it. But she doesn't, because she makes money, and that's why she won't do it. Alicia is a big piece of garbage. And this is the reality of a lot of these kids' lives going forward who are being exploited as children's influencers. This is their reality. When they want to go do normal teenage things, not crashing into a ditch, but like going to parties and doing stuff like that, they're going to be targets. And that's the reality of where Alex is right now. He's a target, and he was likely fleeing because something happened. And then he's probably had his phone open, and he probably smashed into a ditch. But you think Alicia's going to talk about that? No. She's going to never say anything about that. But this hit them pretty hard. This happened not like 7 hours from doing this video. This is just fresh. So we're going to keep an eye on what Alicia says about this stuff. Don't put your kids on the internet, everybody. You got to stop. Everybody, take a deep breath with me. Thanks for being here, everybody. And if you were a teenager, did stupid shit, good thing there wasn't cameras, right? If you're willing, write in the comments below the stupidest thing you did as a teenager, okay? Because we did some stupid shit. I mean, I was a Christian growing up. From 12, 13 years old onwards, I went to church most of my life, so I didn't really do any stupid stuff. Like, I'm sure I did, but not really. 13, we like lit fields on fire, okay? I broke and entered into this one place that was abandoned with friends of mine, and they had destroyed the place the day before, and we went the next day, and we came out, and the cops had their gun on us. It's crazy. We just got sent home. But like, I did some crazy stuff when I was young. Other than that, during my teenage years, I didn't do the drugs and alcohol and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't really get into much trouble. But let me know if you're willing, the craziest thing you did when you were Alex's age. I want to hear it. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. And how's the kitchen going, you're asking? It's crazy and my body is sore, okay? I'm not even finished pulling up the tile yet, and I'm pretty sure I have, I don't know, I can only take 6 tiles at a time in the bucket, okay? Because 6 tiles is about 60 pounds. Nah, 50 pounds, okay? I'm taking 50 pounds at a time, and I've taken at least 150 trips out to that dump trailer. That dump trailer is so heavy, I don't think I can pull it with my Suburban. I don't think I can. And it is getting crazy. Good thing I have friends with very, very powerful trucks, is all I'm saying. I have lifted tons of material at this point, and I'm sore. But it's going well. I can't wait to see it's done. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Someone has a crush on you. Don't forget, and I'll see you when I see you.